Okay, so welcome back, gentlemen. Today we will be discussing about reflection and refraction. These two concepts, today we are going to have clarity on this particular concept, and this is related to, you can say, the chapter which is light and reflection and refraction. Okay, the same like this. So this is forming a part of CBSE 10th standard. 10th standard. So there we are having in science one chapter that is light, reflection and refraction. So of course let me tell you about light. So light is what? It is a source of energy. Source of energy. So light actually it is an electromagnetic wave, and like definition of electromagnetic wave for the student who are studying in 10th standard, that is not required. Actually they need not to understand that what actually an electromagnetic wave is. So they must understand that it is a source of energy. Similarly, the student who are in 10th standard, they also need not too much concentrate on, you can say, the nature of light, like it is having particle nature also, it is having wave nature also. But if somebody is telling you, then it is something extra knowledge. Okay, so light is having, you can say, particle nature also, that is made up of corpuscles. Corpuscles means particles, and it is having wave nature also, right? So that is a different issue which you will be, you can say, getting full concept clarity in your 11th standard and 12th standard. Okay, there you will be coming to know that how light is behaving like an electromagnetic wave, and it is having the characteristics of wave like also and particle like also. Okay, so light is a source of energy. This is the particular definition which the student who are in 10th standard they must know. Okay, so it is a source of energy, and we know that a white light means broad daylight, consists of spectrum of colors. Spectrum of colorful lights. So colors means we already know about Vibgyor, and this Vibgyor arrangement is in a particular fashion. So from lowest wavelength to highest wavelength. So violet having lowest wavelength, then comes to indigo, then blue, then green, then yellow, then comes to orange, and then red. So red highest wavelength. Highest wavelength. Okay. Violet lowest wavelength. Lowest wavelength. Red is highest wavelength. Due to its highest wavelength, from a far away distance, you will be able to see red color. That's why all danger zone, high voltage zone, or you can say somewhere where more dangerous situations are existing. So there all the boards, whatever notification boards are there, in that boards, dangerous zone like this, it will be written in color, red color, so that from far away a person or somebody will come to know about that dangerous zone. So it will give a precautionary, or you can say a warning, caution. Okay, so due to this highest wavelength, red color. So we know that a white light consists of a spectrum of colors which you will be able to see in rainbow. Okay, so in rainbow we are able to see, whenever there used to be a formation of rainbow, we used to see these colors. That occurs due to dispersion or scattering of light. Okay, that phenomena is different, that we will be discussing later on. Today our discussion is on reflection and refraction. Right. So laws of reflection and laws of refraction, we will be having a discussion. Now let us come to reflection. So reflection, as most of us we are knowing, that when the light is falling on the surface and it is returning back to the medium. So in reflection, what happens? There used to be a plane. This plane may be separating these two medium. It is medium 1 and this is medium 2. This medium, once I am saying that it is a medium means what? This medium 1 may be air and this medium 2 may be, you can say, glass, maybe you can say water, maybe you can say oil. So anything other than air. Okay, so that is medium 1 and medium 2. Medium 1, once we are taking it as air, then it is called as rarer medium. And medium 2, if we are taking water, if we are taking glass, which is having more optical density, oil, so this medium will be called as denser medium. Okay, so one is rarer medium, another one is denser medium. Right. Okay, now there will be a normal. This is actually normal. Now when a light ray, you can say, when a light ray is incident, suppose from sun only, from sun only, the light ray is incident on this surface, falling on this surface and incident at this particular point on the normal with an incidence angle I. Okay, and this ray is called as incident ray. Incident ray. Then this light ray, after falling on this surface, it will be reflected back in the same medium. So from in medium 1, the light ray has fallen on the surface, then it has got reflected in the same medium, then this is called reflected ray. Reflected ray. And this angle R, which is called angle of reflection. Okay, angle of reflection. This angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Always this angle of incidence will be equal to this angle of reflection. Okay, of course this medium should be a reflecting surface, it should not be a light absorbing surface. Okay, if the light will be absorbed, then it will not be getting reflected. Okay, right. So laws reflection, now you have understood, the light falling on the surface in a medium is getting reflected in the same medium with the same angle which the angle of incidence is. Okay, right. Now laws of reflection. Laws of reflection. There are two laws of reflection. One is, you can see incident ray, normal and reflected ray all are lying in the same plane. So we can say incident ray, reflected ray and normal all lie on the same plane. So this is called law of reflection, right? Okay. Second, this is the first law of reflection. Second is what? Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection, that is angle I is equal to angle R. So these are the two laws of reflection. Okay, so in reflection, compulsorily the light ray which is falling in one medium will get reflected in the same medium. Now next one you will see that when we are talking about that the light ray passing through falling on one medium and passing to the another medium. Okay, like I told about medium 1 and medium 2, denser medium. So the light ray will come this side also. That we will see in refraction. Okay, reflecting back in the same medium with the same angle, that is called reflection. So in reflection, the light rays, incident ray and reflected ray, both are in the same medium, not in different medium. Okay, so this is actually reflection. Now we will go for refraction. Okay, right. Let us go for refraction now. So now we are talking about refraction. In this, if suppose this is a medium and take it as glass medium, glass as medium 2, and this particular medium which is rarer, so glass is denser medium, whereas air it will be rarer medium, and this is medium 1, rarer medium. Now if this is a normal, so this is a normal to the medium separating plane. So this particular plane is separating the two medium. One is air and another one is glass. Two mediums are there which is getting separated by this plane. And this is a normal, right? N. Now when a light ray is falling on this plane at this particular point on the normal with angle of incidence I, so this is incident ray as we have seen in reflection. Now some part of this light will get reflected, no doubt, with the same angle R as we have seen in reflection. So this is reflected ray. Some portion of this light will get reflected also. And once this medium is transparent means light is passing through, and this medium is having different optical density. Okay, which we will be calling it as refractive indices. Okay, which will be calling it as refractive indices or index. Due to that, this light ray will get refracted. So this is called refracted ray. And this will be the angle of, you can say, let us put it as Q. Why? Because if we will put R, because R will create confusion. R we have already put as angle of reflection. So this Q will be angle of refraction actually. Angle Q is angle of refraction. Refraction. Now this refraction will be having two properties. So what's the two properties? If the medium is more denser, okay, from this medium is rarer, air is rarer. This glass medium is more denser, it is having more density. In that case, this refracted ray will move towards the normal. It means this angle of refraction will be smaller. So a smaller angle of refraction, in which case, in which the medium is denser, more refractive index. Suppose it is, you are telling it as mu2. Generally, refractive index is denoted by mu. So mu2, and refractive index of medium 1 is denoted as mu1. So when mu2 is greater than mu1, it means the refractive index of medium 2 is greater than medium 1. In that case, this refracted ray will move towards the normal. So in this case, refracted ray moves towards the normal. Okay, it means angle Q will be smaller. When mu2 is lesser than mu1, means refractive index of medium 2 is smaller than refractive index of medium 1. You can say that reverse. When the light is passing through here, okay, when the light ray is passing through medium 2, then in that case, refracted ray moves away from the normal. Away from the normal. Suppose in this case, for time being, if I am considering as medium 2 is having a smaller refractive index and medium 1 is having more refractive index. In that case, this reflected ray will have a different course, also a different color. So like this. So you can say it will be moving away from the normal. So this Q will get changed. Okay, so away from the normal. This angle Q will become greater. When it is more denser, angle Q has become smaller. So this is the effect of this refractive index of the medium. So each and every medium is having a different refractive index. You can say diamond is the, you can say its density is very high. Optical density is very high. Highest refractive index of diamond, and that is 2.42. The value of refractive index of diamond is 2.42. Now you will ask that, sir, actually what actually is refractive index? We are talking about refractive index. Due to this, the refracted ray moves towards the normal, the refracted ray moves away from the normal. But what actually is the refractive index? How can we define? Yes. So we will discuss about refractive index. So refractive index is what, which you are naming it as, suppose I am telling as mu. So this is actually the ratio of speed of light in these two medium. The ratio of speed of light in these two medium. Suppose if speed of light in medium 1 is v1 and speed of light in medium 2 is v2. When we will go for finding out the ratio of the speed of light in the two medium, we will get the refractive index, and this refractive index will be the refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. Okay, so refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1, like this it will be denoted. That we will be able to find when we will go for ratio. So we can write it as speed of light in medium 1 by speed of light in medium 2. So this is the definition, general definition of refractive index. Now when we are talking about absolute refractive index, in that case we take this medium 1 as air and we put the speed of light in air. So we know that speed of light in air, which is denoted by C and which is equal to 3 into 10 power of 8 meter per second. So speed of light in air, when it is taken into consideration as medium 1, what we said? We said that medium 1 is air. So in air, if speed of light, this constant value 3 into 10 power of 8 meter per second is taken in this ratio, it will be called as absolute refractive index. Okay, so you can say that mu 2, because 1 already you have taken as air, is equal to C by V2. C by V2. So velocity of light in the second medium. So velocity of light in the second medium, which is more denser, will be smaller than the speed of light in rarer medium. From here, suppose if I say that I have already told that a diamond is having a refractive index of 2.42, it means speed of light in diamond will be, you can say this V2 is equal to C by mu 2 is equal to 3 into 10 power of 8 divided by 2.42. Okay. So once we are going for this division, so what we have seen? We have seen that speed of light has reduced considerably. Okay. So 300, if we will be going for, so we can write as V2 is equal to 300 into 10 power of 6 by, you can say, no, right, 3 10 power of 8, and here it is 242. Why I have written 8? Because, and 300, because 2.42 we can write 242 divided by 100, that 100 will go at the top, it will make it as 10 to the power of 10, and 10 power of 2 will be multiplied here, so it has become 300 divided by 242 into 10 power of 8, so it has become somewhere 1 point, and you can say 60, 58, so 580, 240, 480, so you can say 1.2 into 10 power of 8 meter per second, approximately the speed of light in diamond. So how considerably it has got reduced, and this has got reduced due to its optical density. Due to the optical density of the second medium. I want to clarify to my students that optical density is different than the density of the material, because most of the time we used to say that the density of the material, which is generally used to be due to the arrangement of molecules inside the material, okay, and optical density both are same, so both are not same. Optical density is different, which is showing the characteristic, or you can say the properties of light which is passing through that medium, passing through the molecules inside the material or medium, that is optical density. Okay, so maybe sometimes optical density will be different, and generally it used to be different than normal density of the material. So I hope that our students, they would have understood about refractive index clearly, which is the, you can say, ratio of speed of light in these two medium. Okay, so it is written as refractive index of medium 2 with respect to refractive index of medium 1. Okay, right. And this refractive index of medium 2 and this one, you can say reciprocal of each other, means you can write 1 mu 2 into 2 mu 1 is equal to 1 only, because this one is what, V1 by V2, this is what, V2 by V1. If you are multiplying both of them together, you are getting 1. So it means this one from here, if I am writing 1 mu 2 is reciprocal of mu 2 1. Okay, so when you are changing the medium or reversing the medium, this refractive indices also will be changed. So the medium which is more denser, in that speed of light will get reduced. Due to that speed of light getting reduced, this refracted ray will move towards the normal. Okay, will move towards the normal. In this case, also we can say that the frequency is not getting changed. The light is having the same frequency which is passing through this medium. So frequency is not getting changed. Whereas of course wavelength is getting changed. Okay, because velocity is changing, wavelength is also changing. So once the velocity is getting reduced, this refracted ray will move towards the normal. Once the velocity is increasing, the refracted ray will move away from the normal. But frequency is not changing. Frequency will remain the same. Okay, so I hope our students, they have understood it in a nice manner. So this was the topic which I wanted to discuss today. I wanted to discuss about reflection. I have already discussed what is reflection. So reflection will be in the same medium. Then comes to refraction. In that refraction, the light ray is passing through one medium to another medium, and the behavior of refracted ray will get changed. This behavior will be getting changed only because of the optical density change, and then optical density is reflected in you can say in the form of refractive index. And refractive index, highest refractive index of diamond is 2.42, and the refractive index of air is taken as 1. Okay, refractive index of air is generally taken as 1. Okay, speed of light we have already seen in air what it is there, but refractive index of air is taken as 1, right? Okay, similarly for refractive index for water also will be different, for oil also will be different. So like this it is there. Once it is getting more denser, speed of light will be getting reduced considerably. With reference to speed of light in air, we will be able to find the speed of light. If we are knowing refractive index, we will be able to know about this one. Okay, right? So thank you very much.